Hello, everyone. Who doesn't know Rob Halford, the legendary vocalist and heavy metal icon from Judas Priest? With his distinctive operatic voice and charismatic stage presence, Halford has become a symbol of power and revolution in the world of metal music for decades. However, behind his image as the metal god, there's another side of Rob Halford that's rarely known. In this video, we'll dive deeper into Halford's fascinating life, from his extraordinary career journey with Judas Priest, the wealth he has amassed through his dedication and phenomenal works, his relationships with fellow musicians, to hobbies and interests that reveal his unique personality. Let's explore it together. Early life. Robert John Arthur Halford was born on August 25, 1951, in Sutton Coldfield, England, shortly after the end of World War II. His childhood in a council housing neighborhood had a significant influence in shaping his character and worldview. He grew up in a working-class family, with his father working in the steel industry while his mother took care of the household and worked in a factory. Before diving into the music world, Halford worked as a manager at a cinema that showed adult films. He has a sister named Sue Halford, who is just a year younger than him. Through Sue, Halford was introduced to Ian Hill, the bassist and one of the founding members of Judas Priest, who was dating Sue at the time. Ian and Sue later married in 1976, though they divorced in 1984. Before joining Judas Priest, Halford was the vocalist of a rock group called Hiroshima. Throughout his musical journey, he was heavily influenced by legendary musicians like Little Richard, Elvis Presley, Janis Joplin, and Robert Plant, all of whom helped shape his unique style and stage charisma. He was also a huge fan of Queen from the beginning of their career and often attended their early shows. He referred to Freddie Mercury as his main hero. Halford expressed regret that he never had the opportunity to get to know Mercury personally. Career and success. Halford made his first appearance with Judas Priest in May 1973 at the Townhouse in Wellington, Shropshire. The performance was recorded, and part of the recording was released in 2019 as part of the Downer Rock Asylum compilation released by Audio Archives. In 1974, he made his recording debut on the band's first album, Rock-A-Rolla. He continued as the vocalist for Judas Priest throughout the 1970s and 1980s. Halford experienced an incident during the final show of the Painkiller Tour in August 1991 in Toronto. He rode onto the stage on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, wearing a leather biker jacket as part of his performance. However, the stage support did not work properly, and Halford crashed into a half-raised drum riser, falling off the bike and breaking his nose. He was briefly unconscious when the band started playing the first song. After regaining consciousness, Halford returned to the stage and continued the performance. In 1992, Halford decided to work on a solo project and received support from the band members to do so. However, a studio executive told him that he had to resign from Judas Priest technically to proceed with the solo project. Halford wrote a statement about his intention for the solo project, but the letter was leaked and misunderstood, leading people to believe he was leaving the band. Due to personal challenges and conflicts at the time, Halford could not clarify the situation, and it took more than 10 years before he eventually rejoined Judas Priest. After leaving Judas Priest in 1992, Rob Halford formed the band Fight with Judas Priest drummer Scott Travis, bassist Jack J.J. Brown, and guitarists Brian Tilsey and Russ Parrish. They released their first album, War of Words, in 1993, followed by the EP Mutations. The second album, A Small Deadly Space, had a heavier grunge influence compared to the first album. However, fan interest in the album was lower, and after preparing for a third album, the band broke up. On December 20th, 1997, Fight had a brief reunion for a one-off show before disbanding again. In the same year, Halford collaborated with guitarist John Lowry to form the industrial band 2. They released the album Voyeurs in 1998, produced by Dave Ogilvy and released through Trent Reznor's Nothing Records label. However, the project lasted only one album. Returning to his metal roots, Halford formed the solo band Halford in 1999. The first album, Resurrection, was released in 2000, followed by a live album, Live Insurrection, and the second album, Crucible. Rob Halford finally rejoined Judas Priest in 2003. The band released Angel of Retribution in 2005 and toured to celebrate Halford's return. Rob Halford, the legendary vocalist of Judas Priest, has received numerous prestigious awards throughout his long music career. He and his band received a Grammy Award in 2010 for Best Metal Performance for the song Dissident Aggressor. In 2007, he was honored with the Living Legend Award at the Classic Rock Roll of Honor Awards and received the Golden God Award at the Metal Hammer Golden Gods Awards. Judas Priest also received the British Steel Award in recognition of their significant influence on the music world, particularly through the album British Steel. Halford, who is dubbed the Metal God by his fans, was also inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Judas Priest through the Musical Excellence Award. All of these accolades underscore Halford and Judas Priest's massive impact on the music world, especially in shaping and popularizing the heavy metal genre. Rob Halford is often regarded as one of the greatest metal vocalists of all time. According to AllMusic, Halford is one of the most influential vocalists in heavy metal history, with a highly distinctive and easily recognizable singing style. Well, Rob Halford's estimated net worth is believed to be between $50 million and $60 million US, most of which comes from his success with Judas Priest. His primary income is generated from album sales, tours, music royalties, merchandise, and his solo projects. Additionally, as one of the icons in the metal world, Halford often collaborates with other musicians on stage and has been involved in several films and television shows. His diverse career in music and entertainment has solidified his status as a legendary figure with an ever-growing source of income. Rob Halford is known to split his time between his home in Paradise Valley, a luxurious area in Maricopa County, Arizona, and Walsall, a small town in England where he grew up. Paradise Valley is famous for its luxurious properties and beautiful scenery, offering a peaceful and exclusive environment for its residents. Meanwhile, Walsall is a small town with several charming places, such as beautiful parks and cozy cafes. These places are perfect for those who wish to enjoy nature while sipping a cup of tea. Romantic relationships. Halford has admitted that he has considered having children, although he realizes it might not happen. He believes he would make a great father. In the meantime, he is content as a great uncle and family member, helping to raise his nieces and nephews and treating them as if they were his own children. With his cheerful sense of humor, the musician reminisced about his time in the 1980s. He joked that if he had a baby, the little one might wear leather diapers adorned with urine. In the past, many rumors circulated about Halford's sexuality. Many believed he was gay until he took a bold step in 1998, appearing on MTV and addressing the issue for the first time. According to his autobiography, Confess, Halford hid his sexuality because homosexuality was still illegal in the UK until 1967. He also struggled with his mental health during this process. While Judas Priest and its management were aware of his sexuality and accepted it, he was advised to remain cautious due to the macho culture prevalent in the world of metal music. In the Behind the Music documentary series, Rob Halford revealed that hiding his sexual orientation throughout his career with Judas Priest made him feel pressured and lonely. This led to issues with alcohol and drugs. In January 1986, he decided to undergo rehabilitation. After recovering, Halford performed with renewed energy, and his performances during the Fuel for Life tour are considered some of the best of his career. Stage persona. In an interview with Hellbound, Rob Halford explained how the tradition of bringing motorcycles on stage began. The idea came from the song Hell Bent for Leather, and initially they borrowed motorcycles from local riders during their tours in the UK. In exchange, they would give out t-shirts or drinks. When they toured America, they asked their management to contact Harley-Davidson and explain their plan. Harley-Davidson was extremely excited to collaborate with a heavy metal band from England like them. They even gave them a 1981 lowrider motorcycle for just $1. Previously, they had borrowed bikes that they had to return after the tour. The official motorcycle they now use has been modified, but the frame, wheels, engine, and all internal components remain original. The bike is still with them to this day. He is known for his ability to seamlessly switch between various vocal techniques, ranging from powerful, raspy growls to high, ear-piercing falsettos. This dynamic vocal transition has made him a highly respected figure in the world of metal music, and his distinctive voice is often a defining element that sets him apart from many other vocalists. Vehicle. Rob Halford bought his daily vehicle, a luxurious and spacious 2006 Cadillac DTS, which he rates a perfect 10. I love my Cadillac because it has everything I want in a car, said Halford. First of all, it has speed, power, and the North Star engine. The car is also very comfortable to drive. It's equipped with all the gadgets I need, like GPS and Sirius XM satellite radio. He added, if I were a billionaire, I'd have a garage full of Ferrari and Lamborghini cars, but I'm not. I think it's because of my working class roots, my upbringing. I'm not a frugal person, but I find it hard to be excessively materialistic. Halford explained, that's why I don't wear jewelry or flashy clothes. You don't need to spend 50 pounds on a shirt. You can get one for 10 pounds from Woolworths. It's ingrained in you since childhood, and it's hard to shake off. So when you're successful and have some money, you're not really cheap, as we say in England, but it's just part of the working class ethic. Nevertheless, Halford owns several cars such as a Chevrolet Corvette, an Aston Martin DBS, and a Mercury Cougar. Hobbies. Rob Halford has a deep love for animals, especially cats and dogs. As an active supporter of the Los Angeles Kitten Rescue Organization, he often donates signed items to raise funds to help cats in need. Through his social media, Halford frequently shares his fondness for cats and encourages his fans to post pictures of their pets. He admires the independent nature and unique character of cats, which he believes aligns perfectly with the metal community. He even often wears cat-themed t-shirts as a dedication to the animals. In addition to cats, Halford is also known as a dog lover. He shows his affection by sharing stories and photos of his pets on social media, showcasing his softer side outside of the stage. Halford considers his pets as loyal companions to unwind amidst the hectic tour schedule.